Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to another live edition of Mafia Roundtable, Sicali's Corner Unfiltered with Dominic Sicali, Joe Barone, TikTok. We're here at Official Crypto Nostra with Dominic Sicali. Joe Barone's on the other show. So we're going to have a lot of fun today. Right, Joe?
Absolutely. We always do anyway, right?
Yeah, TikTok, we're exposing fraudsters, mobsters out there. So we're going to talk about them. First off, let's say CJ, hello. Shay, hello. Big Arms in the house. Johnny, what's up? What's going on? We got Joe Barone in the house with us today, showing us love.
Is that Johnny Prevalone?
I don't know. I just skipped. I scrolled down on it. Yes, Johnny Prevalone.
My man.
So who else we have? Bill, what's up, Bill? We got Bill in the house. Nicholas, Scully, John, Shay again, Cynthia. Good to see everybody here. Who else? We got Mafia Roundtable in the house. Hey, Mafia Roundtable. How you doing? Kevin, what's up? Bella, thank you. We got everything. People, you're going to see up there. I'm going to redo it. Bella sent me a nice care package of memorabilia. Thank you, Bella. Everything's wonderful. Thank you. So before we go into anything, Official Crypto Nostra, we have the future. We're holding the future currency. People, just go to Official Crypto Nostra, check it out with solid foundation. Right, Joe?
Absolutely. Very solid. It's not a rug pull.
Far from it.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's a hair pull.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. Very excited.
So am I. Anyway, we're going to go into, you know what? I'm not going to do TikTok tonight. TikTok, have a good night. Much love. We'll come back tomorrow. Let me click that off. I'm going to show everybody something because we're going to start the show out. And this is just one photo. And look at the date. Does everybody see that date? First off, you see the date up there? You see it, Joe?
There it is, December 17, 2014.
Oh, 2014. And look at the person in the photo. Oh.
I know, I hate these phones.
See the person in the photo? Who's that, Joe?
That's Nancy.
Nancy who? What's her last name?
Nancy Pipolo.
And who is she to me?
She's your first cousin.
Oh, okay. And what's that date say?
December 17, 2014, a day before my birthday.
Oh, okay. Because this is the same Nancy calling me a liar. Saying she never seen me in the Woodsack units with my grandmother and Anthony and her son. And I was actually playing ball with her son, when I went up there, and I schooled him. He thought he could beat me in basketball. I schooled him.
He didn't know that was your game.
Yeah. But aside from that, folks, we'll tabletop that. Oh no, let's go into that. This kid, it's disgusting. It really is disgusting. And you even heard some things. Am I correct, Joe?
I heard actually, Dominic, that you know how like people got certain groups, they have what they call a special task force.
Right.
And there's one in Jersey that he actually spent a couple of hours with them. It's like a state troopers special task force or something like that. That he spent with a few hours with them. And that's not somebody trying not to talk.
And the FBI went to his house.
Yes, I heard that.
But, you know, the funny part, mommy and grandma, not my Anthony. My Anthony's not a drug dealer. And I heard he's blasting like there's no tomorrow.
Wow.
Blasting like there's no tomorrow.
He had a lot of problems as a kid too. I don't know if he had the attention deficit thing or whatever, but he had a lot of anxiety issues, had a lot of trouble when he was a kid. Because don't forget, I know him since just after he was born.
Yeah.
So he had a lot of.
Well, I'm sure you've seen a lot in that household too, because my cousin wasn't the
No.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
she loves them. She loves
Yes.
them, but that's just at times she can be an animal.
Yeah.
And you
we
would
both been
know
on,
that.
yeah, and we both been on the other end of that.
And you would
Uh,
know that.
no.
It's funny, folks, how people change, how they turn. This is the same cousin who told my wife when they were down in my house for Thanksgiving, my first Thanksgiving, they were down here.
Mhm.
My mother was here, my daughter was here, and her son was with me. That I was going to take her son because I saw the route he was going under my roof. She got upset with me because she said, well, when he's there, I'll send the money. I said, no, whatever money you have, put in the bank for him. I want him to work, go to school. We'll take care of him. We're putting a roof over his head, clothes on his back. That's it. He needs to work. He needs to learn responsibility, learn the value of a dollar. So if I'm going to instill that into him and you're sending him hundreds of dollars a week, he'll never learn.
No.
So she got irate with me. Well, that's my son. You can't tell me I can't. I said, you know what? Keep him. Keep him. I already see the handwriting on the wall. Keep him. But she had the audacity to tell my wife, he'll be back in jail in a few years. He'd never changed. Could you believe that?
Yeah, because
The jealousy.
A couple of times she had said, listen, sometimes I see the old Dominic coming out of him. And I tried to explain to her, I says, but you got to remember one thing, Dominic changed, but there's still the thing inside of him. If he gets threatened, if he gets, you poke the bear, what do you think he's going to do? He's not a slouch. You know what,
Joe? The best way I could explain it, I grew up.
Yeah, that's a good way.
I grew up. I'm not in the streets anymore.
That's right.
I can't be that animal, that thug, that person that'll kill you in a heartbeat. Can't do it. I'm a law-abiding citizen now. I have to act that way. You have to conduct yourself in a different way.
But
I'm sure there are times, you'll see frustrations, you'll see anger, but
that's
everybody,
normal.
Everybody, thank you.
Yeah, it's normal. It's like anything else. People get mad. Sometimes we even say things we don't really mean. We want to take it back too. Sometimes it happens, But listen, the whole thing with Dominic, with Anthony, that would have been the best thing if she would have let him go, under your wing. Because let's face it, she always asked for some kind of help. She was good. She's very self-efficient. She's a hard worker. I have to give it to her in those respects. But when she asked for help and then all of a sudden you want to give it to her, if it doesn't go her way, then...
Right, she wants to dictate how I'm going to help, what I'm going to do under my household.
Yes.
And I knew what that kid needed. Now look at him. He's a drug dealing junkie, basically, from what I heard. Running around. I mean, and I'll go into strip joints in South Jersey. But he was in a strip joint. He had a falling out with them. Goes to another one. Then tries to get gang members. I'm not going to say if they were Bloods or Crips, but gang members to go into the old establishment and wreck the place. These are the same gang members he went to, hey, could you kill this guy, meaning me? This is the same kid who told somebody while he's high, he wants to meet up with you, put a bullet in the back of your head.
And when I hear that, Dominic, to be honest with you now, that, and this is if we were still in the street as well. When you hear somebody's threatening me like that, what do? We go right to the source. We go right to them and handle our business.
Right.
And this is the kind of kid that doesn't know how to speak because, first of all, if you got a problem, you never tell anybody.
But, Joe, the funny part is, where did this problem come from with me? Uncle Dominic, could I come? Uncle Dominic, could I do this? Uncle Dominic, could I do that? All of a sudden, between the brainwashing from grandma and mommy, now he thinks he's a tough guy. He's running around the streets. That even people, Joe, listen, we talk. And I know whatever I say to you stays with you when I say keep it between us.
That's right.
I already know that. All the people I'm in touch. Well, you don't know all of them, but a handful that I'm in touch with in New York.
Right.
That they even told me, they're like, Dom, we can't believe this kid, what he's saying. I said, let it go. Some of them said, Dom, you want me to crack him? I'm like, oh, leave it alone. It's okay.
Yeah.
He's just running his mouth. Now, you know what? And like I said, I don't want to see anybody locked up. So the Lucchese guys and Bonanno guys that he's banging around with, be careful. Be careful. because this kid is not built like that.
No.
And mother and grandmother will fight too. My son doesn't sell drugs. My son doesn't do this. My son doesn't do that. Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
And you want to know something, Dominic? Though, all kidding aside, though, you were still showing him love by saying to the guys, "Let him go. Just watch him." You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're still even looking out for him, even when you don't even have no responsibility towards him. You know what I mean?
Joe, about a year ago, I was still battling with my cousin, aunt.
Yes.
And she got upset. She moved from one part of Jersey to the next. She was buying a house.
Yeah.
So came back. She called me up. She's crying. What's the matter? I need money. I don't have the money to put down for the house. I said, you know what? I'll get for grandma's house. So I have 50% of it.
Right.
I says, I got somebody who'll give us $100,000. Have your mother sign off. And I don't even know how the mother even came into play because the mother's not even on the will.
Right.
The grandma didn't even leave for anything.
I saw it.
Me 50%, Nancy and son 25%, and Michelle's son 25%. I got 50%. I turned around and I says, I'll have so-and-so give us $100,000 and I'll give you my 50. Keep my 50 and use it to put down for your house. But the other 50 you're going to need, speak to your mother. And I don't know why she has to speak to her mother. Mother's not on the will. She came back. My mother won't do it. Won't do it. Wow, that's a mother? Well, this is the same woman who called the cops on my grandmother.
Right.
That were arrested back then.
Right.
I mean, it's really disgusting. It's foul. But they want to throw stones at me. They want to attack me, come after me.
Well, this is the mother that also told her daughter that I should have had you aborted. Yeah, I don't know. You knew that too.
Yeah.
I mean, not for nothing. There's not that really great love over there, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? And
they're evil.
Yeah.
They're evil. They have dark hearts, dark souls. That's
told
why
Nancy,
they'll never be happy.
And I had suggested to Nancy at that time, I says, take the money. I didn't know it was that she was short.
Oh, right. She told you too, right?
Yep, she did. Okay. We talked about it.
Right.
Take the money. And I says, look, he'll put it in escrow, whatever you want to do. Just take it. Let it. Who cares? I mean, it was found money, really.
Right.
She didn't even care. She didn't even listen to me on that either. And I've always tried to help Nancy with a lot of different things. Look, I don't hate her, even after all bad things that she had done with me and everything like that. Even her sister Anna tried to turn the kid against me too, Anthony as well.
Right.
And they were all a little messed up because they were like, I don't know if they were Jehovah's Witnesses or something like that. I don't know. They were crazy and stuff like that. And I heard their two kids are messed up. The kid Nicholas and I don't know what the other kid.
No, I heard Angelo. Okay.
No,
yeah. I heard they're doing really well.
Oh,
Anna's
good.
more sensible.
Okay.
Nancy's the wild child. Michelle was the saver. She was the one, smart. She's the smart one.
Yeah, she's very smart.
Independent. They're all, and Anna, I feel for her. She got into a bad marriage.
But
she was always there with the kids, and
yeah,
she's a good one.
But I just feel bad about the whole situation because something. The whole thing is look, she picked you up at where you was over there in Otisville.
Right.
I even told her, I said, say hello to the CO there, Shoemaker. You know what I mean? She said, oh, you know him? I said, of course, I was there. So it was like, So
she told you?
Yeah, of course she told me.
And I didn't even know that.
Oh, really?
Know that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she told me that. And I says, yeah, I told her. I says, yeah, go. Because I knew the unit you were in over there.
Right.
So, I said, tell him, I said, hello, tell him I'll get in touch with him and everything like this. And I think when you first came home, it was still a big adjustment for you after all of that stuff. So I said, yeah, I'll talk to him whenever, But yeah, no, we talked, we had never had a problem communicating. Sometimes we disagreed, but then after a little
time. Well, that's how you and I got in touch with each other again.
Yes.
She told me we never get in touch with each other. Well, unless social media now.
Right. And then, but she told me, give him a call. So I said, okay, finally. And then I had to, you know what I mean? But
because she walks around, makes it seem like she doesn't speak to guys like me and you.
That's not true. That's not true. Yeah, that's not true at all. Even she had that friend, Michelle, the girl with the red hair. And
the paramedic, that one?
No, that was that was the old one. That was when you first came home. Yeah, no, the other one that used to be lived in Rockland County. I forget who she was. If you what the hell's the name? But anyway, husband used to be in sanitation or something like that.
Okay.
He turned out to be a little wacky, but The other girl hangs around with all the wise guys, and I told her, I said, "What do you want to be around that for stuff, Nancy? You're done with it. It's over with. Let it go." You know what I mean? The only person you ever knew was your uncle Rudy, me, Dominic, and that's it. Leave it alone.
Right.
I always tried to help her, and I even tried to put these together with the deal with the house. I says, just let it go. Get rid of it.
It's disgusting.
It's sad because
then you have this he's still suckling on her things, like 26, 27 years old. She still takes care of him financially.
And she did with the cars. He wrecked every car he's ever owned practically. She always had their insurance was way high. He had nothing but bad luck with cars, and it was never his fault.
No, it never is.
So
Grandma does the same thing. It's never Anthony's fault. Anthony never does anything wrong, and he puts his hands on her. That's another thing.
He does. He threw around a couple of times. Now I wasn't there when he did that, except maybe one time he got nasty. I had to grab the kid. He was still young though. But and also, before I forget too, his father's name is Johnny Hill.
Okay, Johnny Hill. Right.
Yeah. But he had like four brothers too. Or something
and he was married too at the time when he knocked her up.
We used to, he had the other baby with his wife Stephanie, who I know for a lot of years because she's from New Rochelle. And what happened was that we used to make fun of Johnny Hill. We used to call him Johnny Hillbilly because he had kids all over the place. And he had a bad habit too.
Right.
Very bad habit. And I actually got her I think $1,000. He owed her like $5,000 or something like that. He borrowed money from her too when he was dating her. She gave him money like a big shot, and he said, "Oh, the trees that they were going to sell for Christmas time, we didn't make no money, but you still owe her the money."
Right. Same thing with Pat DeFario.
With this guy, Pat, may you rest in peace. But Pat really wasn't that bad of a guy.
No, I like Pat.
He wasn't a bad of a guy. We went to go see Louis DiNapoli. We were in Bruschetto's, and then I seen her talking to Louis, and then Louis said to me, "Listen, go get the money for her. All right, kid?" He says, "And he gives you a hard time, you let me know." So I went and started collecting the money, and I said, "Nancy, do me a favor. Anything, just tell me the truth about everything." And I said, "No, Joe, everything is straight up." Okay. So I go over there to collect the money. I don't befriend him or nothing. He calls me back. He says, "Joey, can I talk to you?" I says, "All right, now here comes the story," and I had to act like I knew. Right. I was embarrassed. Like, you don't embarrass me. I'm helping you out. You gave this guy $10,000. You're a single mother. Who were you giving it some $10,000 to?
Right.
Oh, geez. So the stories. I went through a lot of shit.
No, I know.
But she put up with me. She put up with me too. I had Joanne at that time.
Yeah, but that's her MO though.
Yep. Yeah.
That's her MO. Her MO.
So,
and this kid the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. That's for sure.
Now I hope I don't bump into this kid, because even if he sees me or if I see him now, what am I supposed to do now? He's threatening me. I mean, and I don't want to be mean.
They just watch his hands, and that's it. If he doesn't reach for anything, the number one, he'll probably run. He's not about anything.
I had a girlfriend back in the days when I came home from the joint. Her younger brother used to say, "When I see Joe Barone, I'm going to beat him up." So I saw him in the gym up in Portchester, was the Bally's Jack Lane. So I called him over. I says, "Hey, John," I says, "You still feel like you're man enough yet?" And then he didn't say nothing to me. They talk.
So, Joe,
yes.
Now we'll go into my buddy, my pal, the junk box Genovese Hippy.
Oh, my God. Another one.
Do you know, and Hippy, this is for you and people in the Bronx, that strip club in South Jersey?
Mm-hmm.
Good friends of mine. They're with me. They're with me. Stay out of it. He's trying to shake down going Tuesday 3 weeks ago.
Really?
He's trying to take over this is the same strip club where he told the valet, "I'm parking my car there. You know who I am? I'm a captain in the Genovese." Could you believe this? He actually told the guy, "I'm a captain in the Genovese."
You're never supposed to say
stay out of that club. Stay out of the club, Hippy. You're not getting that club, Hippy.
And you want to know something? Never say who you are. You don't need to.
Joe.
Come on, Dominic. You know that.
You always need 15 guys behind them.
But that's the way he always was. Him and Sally Larker, the same way, all the time.
Always.
Yep. Never could fight their own battles one-on-one, and if they had to, they'd always have to pull a gun. Always.
Yeah. No, he was just so Hippy. Stay away from that strip club, Hippy.
Yeah, that kid.
Folks, I got from Jersey to the Bronx. Trust me, I get. have more information than Allstate.
You still got more than me. I got a little bit, but not like you. That's for sure.
Oh my Lord, it's too much. It's too much. And I hear he's just a junkie. Heroin.
Wow, it went to that bad though.
Heroin. He started in Lewisburg.
Well, he did do a lot of time though, right? What did he do? 10 years or something?
10.
Okay,
Or maybe a little bit more. I think he had a 15 bid.
So maybe he did 12 or something. Yeah. So I can't say he didn't do his time, but
no, he did. Listen, everybody did. Ralphie Balsamo too.
Yep.
I give them that.
Yeah, you can't take that away from him. But then again, if you hopped up on heroin in Lewisburg, it's a little bit easier when you're floating through. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're just chilling out every day in another land.
That's all it is until your time is done. That's it. Not like when we were in the box and you were even in a worse place than I was. You were under the terrorist thing.
Yeah.
You didn't get to even get nobody to see you.
No. But it's crazy. It really is. It's ridiculous.
But the guys that did straightening out there, listen, the Genovese family, and you know them even well, just as good, probably even better than me.
Right.
But the bottom line is they don't need these kind of guys around them. How or why they even got straightened out, I have no idea. No idea whatsoever. And they didn't put in that kind of work. Even when I was talking to Gene Borello, and he said to me straight out, he said, you know what the federal agent, one of them told him? He says, you did more work in a month than some crews have did their whole lifetime. And so he was putting in a lot of work. These guys, what did they really do to show that they could, Well,
what? Gene was running wild, out of control.
Well, yeah.
Out of control. But that's what the way Vinny Asaro was. Out of control. He was like a Johnny Palazzola. Did the same thing. Johnny Palazzola had Randy Pizzola around him, and he would send them out there to create havoc and trouble, and then he'd create an earn out of it. But we didn't conduct ourselves like that. No.
It went different after we all went away and all of that stuff like that. Then I kind of think they kind of like took over a little bit. But now we were like gentlemen through the whole thing. But when it come time to take care of business, that's a different story. Yeah, absolutely, no doubt about it. Because
it was. Listen, I grew up with Hippy. At one time, I liked them. I didn't have anything against them. But just afterwards, when I saw that move with the Coke, all right, give me the package. Let me go. No, I'm coming with you. I want to meet Michael. So selling Michael. I'm like, no, you're not meeting them. Well, no, then you're not getting it. Oh. Give me the Coke. My gun. Give me the Coke. It's like that. Get out of the car.
That's it.
Got right out of the car. Yeah, and I'll never forget it. He had an orange soda with him. And he had his T-shirt off. So it was summertime.
Okay.
So left the Coke in the car, got out. And I laughed as I'm driving away. He didn't have the balls to throw the Coke bottle.
Soda, right? Yeah.
The soda bottle at the car.
Well, isn't it? That's the reason why when he came back, when you said you were coming back after that bid you did over there from Florida.
But I put the label. I was a rat.
Yeah, he labeled you as a rat, and then he said to everybody he's going to kill you if you come back to the Bronx. Yeah.
That I didn't hear.
Yeah, that's what he had once. Yeah, okay. I think was it Nancy that told me that? I think she heard it from maybe her friend Janice that time.
The one didn't do anything that time in Louis and Ernie's.
No.
Didn't do anything in Murray Richmond's, not Murray, Tommy Lee's office.
Well, he's lucky.
I told him, let's go outside.
He's lucky you didn't catch the beat in Louis and Ernie's. Yeah.
He's lucky he didn't show up on the night he always showed up at Waterbury's.
Yeah, I know, because he was not going to win that situation. No, he would have never been able to talk himself out. Him and anybody in his crew.
No,
sorry.
No, he would have got beat down or maybe even shot. We were strapped to the gills.
Yep. And I was really ready too, because to be honest with you, I couldn't stand him after all the shit that he did with me.
Right.
So and then I had my other guy there, and that other guy that you had with you. Oh, Maron, it was going to be a bad scene there. That would have been one for the records. They still would have been talking about.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there was you, your guy, and I had two.
Yep.
Oh,
and
yeah,
we were strapped up.
We were strapped up.
Yeah. How many years? How many hours?
And he was made at the time. I wasn't.
That's right. Oh, that's right. You weren't
made. I wasn't.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Wow. Yeah, but some.
I didn't know. Do you know what?
Nope.
Listen, at the end of the day, back then,
Oh yeah.
where if something would have happened to him that night.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh,
Do you
absolutely.
really think Ernie would have went against me?
No way.
He
No
would
way.
have pulled me over. He would have sat with Vinny, okay, and then he would call me, Kumpy,
Mhm.
what happened?
Yeah,
You called
yeah,
me a rat, Ernie. Like, really?
yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I did like Ernie too. He's a good guy. I did
No,
like
I
him.
love him. That's
Yeah.
why I will
Well,
not
you
say
know him.
anything till he passes.
No, and you know him a
I
lot
mean,
better than I do.
yeah,
So
yeah,
the few times I was in his company, he was always a
yeah,
gentleman to me all the time. Even
yeah,
when he came to Joanne's Diner, he had a little discrepancy because he had the Acura place up there in Larchmont,
right.
and there was a little argument going on. I went there because she called me and she said, I'm a little afraid what's going on there. I looked in the back. I says, after I
Yeah.
got, I seen it was them, and then Ernie come walking. I give him a kiss hello at the diner. She said, you know him? I said, yeah.
Mhm.
No, he's a good guy, Ernie.
Yeah, no, he is. He is. So he has all my respect in the world. So,
Absolutely. He deserved,
yeah,
and he deserved, he earned that
yeah,
respect. Believe it, big
yeah.
time. Yeah, I agree with you.
So, but Hippie's just a character.
I
Definitely.
just,
Could you believe he went into? She's trying to grab the strip club, put it around him. Hippie,
yeah.
my club. It's my club. Have an interest there, Hippie.
Yeah, stay
Dummy.
away now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
They're
over
like,
here now.
no, Hippie's trying to take over.
Oh my God.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll blast him on social media. If he doesn't back up, I'm not going to do anything, but,
No,
you know.
but just putting it out there is good enough. Like I said, though, I
Oh,
just
yeah.
don't
No,
understand.
he has to be kicking himself in the ass. Like, this effing, him and the washwoman.
Yeah,
Oh,
oh yeah,
no. Oh, listen. They probably saying, everybody's telling him this. Everybody, like, they don't know.
Mikey.
And you know what it is? They have so many people that don't like him. I gave him more calls. I get people calling other people. Hey, if you reach out to Dom, if you know you're talking to Dom, please tell him this, tell him that. Here's what's happening. Michael,
Wow.
Aiello, they're pissed. They get so upset. They fume every time he talks about them. That's all they had to tell me. That's all they had to tell me.
Well, let me tell you something. He should be counting his blessings, Mikey, the
Yeah.
washwoman. He really should, because if he realizes how close he came.
Oh, he knows.
Oh,
He
yeah,
knows.
yeah, he
He
probably,
knows.
yeah.
He knows.
And there
So he
wouldn't have
owes the
been,
feds his life.
yeah, you know, that's right. He should. I would have used that line that they did in the movie The Goodfellas. Nothing we could do about it. Oh my God. A
It's too much.
lot of good
It's too much.
stories we got, though. Don't worry
Oh
about that.
yeah, we have a ton,
Oh God. Yeah.
So, and people, we got a lot of stuff coming out with official Crypto Nostra. A lot. See the hat? We're getting the website up and running. Gaming is, I know it's on the way. It's coming, but
Yep.
a lot of stuff. A lot of good things coming out. We cracked half a penny again. We're a little over half a cent. So go to official Crypto Nostra. Buy it today.
Dominic, there's just to change the something real quick.
Good.
It looks like Trump might be going to Iran. I think we're going to have to back them up. Is that going to change anything with the crypto and stuff like that? What do you think?
I don't see it changing anything with the crypto. Crypto's a different animal.
Okay.
Now with Bitcoin, yeah, it'll fluctuate some more. It'll probably go down.
Right.
But a coin like mine, the other coins out there, utility coins,
Okay.
not really, because they're not high priced. So it's not going to affect it.
Because, you know, people run scared a
It's
little
going to
bit.
affect the stock market more than anything.
Okay. Because, you know, people get nervous right away.
Yeah,
you know?
there'll be a lot of selling with the stock market, I predict. But you know what? That's a good buying opportunity. When I see strong sells, that's when I'll get in.
Just let me know when you're going to make the move.
Well, I shorted Micron the
Okay.
other day, and I would have bet the house it would have went down on Wednesday, because today was a holiday, and it didn't. It actually went up.
Wow.
So I'm down on that position. That position expires tomorrow. So I hope, you know, if it's down, I'm up.
Yeah.
If it's up, I'm down. So, you know, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. That you know, can't win them all.
No.
But if it does go down, listen, he's close, because here's what's happening over there.
Okay.
Israel is bombing all their strategic locations where they were doing the nuclear, not
Mhm.
nuclear,
The centrifuges.
yeah, but the plutonium.
Oh, yeah, because they have enough to make nuclear weapons. Yeah.
And before, no, but it's not at a grade that it could be nuclear.
Okay.
So it's not processed yet to that point, but they could be weeks away from it. So they hit all their positions. Now what happened, what's left is their underground positions. They don't have the
Yes.
bombs to penetrate.
To get deep enough.
We do. We do. So, and they make a good point. We are their strategic ally, Israel.
Mm-hmm.
So they took out all the surface areas, the factories, the labs that they could get to.
Okay.
And if they just walk away, or if they keep on going, or if there's a ceasefire, basically Iran's still in the same position with the nuclear capacity because they have it underground, the plutonium.
Right.
So what did they actually do? They didn't accomplish anything. And maybe within 6 months to a year, they're still going to have a nuclear weapon. So what we have to do, and if I was president, I would definitely do it.
Yes. That's the only
Go
way to
there.
stop.
Yep. And Trump, one thing about him, when he hits,
he'll hit hard.
He hits hard.
Yeah.
Because there's debate, and we have bunker bombs. Basically, they penetrate. They go in the ground. They could go down like 200 feet, and then they explode. But they said since now that was made, they did all the tests predicated on concrete, man-made stone facilities on the ground. But in Iran, they actually have their facilities under rock. Yeah. So they burrowed in. There's rock above it. Wow. So rock is a lot. Stone is harder than the concrete.
Some sure. Stone. Yeah, solid.
So what they say they're going to have to do is maybe drop 3-4 bombs in the same location. Hit one, boom. 2 minutes later, hit another one, boom, and just bombard those spots like that. Because once you start weakening, and then another one hits, it goes even further, weakens, another one hits even further, to know you destroyed their nuclear program.
Another thing, I don't like this China getting involved with it over there. I'm like, what they're trying to get involved in the Middle East, and that's only to undermine the United States. It's not because they really care.
But that's their ally too, Joe. So, the way we have our allies, the countries.
Right.
But at the end of the day, Trump needs to do what he has to do. I have a feeling it might happen today. Well, tonight is their day. I think we're going to wake up in the morning and it'll be done.
And it's going to happen.
Oh, yeah. No, it's
going to go quick. Yeah.
There's a lot of chatter. He had an emergency debriefing. He's about ready. Let's just go. Boom. And then you know what? Iran, there'll be dire consequences if we get involved.
Right.
That's all you have to tell Trump.
He said
the worst thing you could tell Trump.
They supposedly, I heard that they threatened our little bases that we got, or what is it, the little places they threatened us. And he don't go for the threatening either.
No.
So,
but we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
Keep our fingers crossed. Hopefully, everything goes right and just gets done. And that's it.
Well, Trump wants them to surrender. Give a full surrender, and that's it. Everything will stop. They're not going to. So, and we can't let them have nuclear weapons. We cannot.
They're going to use them, and that's it.
No, they breed terrorism over there, and it's sad. It's just it can't. They can't.
All of those people. Look what they did even before when Israel gave those all those people in that Gaza place over there.
Yeah, Gaza.
All the money they gave them to build houses, medical centers, schools. They dug tunnels so they can go in Israel and kill everybody. That's what you do. So people trying to help you.
Yeah, no.
The hatred will never go away.
No, and that's what's sad. But it is what it is at the end of the day. Let's answer some comments.
Hey, let's do it.
Bella says, "Hey, Joe, how you doing?"
Hi, Bella. I'm doing okay. Nice to hear from you again. And I know Cynthia's out there, Susan, Johnny Prevalone, All Star. Everybody's out there.
You see them? Everybody. You have them up?
No, but I know them from watching the show all the time.
Can't open up. You don't have a live chat on yours?
Let me see.
You should.
It says hi, chat. Let me press this. Oh,
yeah.
Okay, let's see if it comes up. It says show chat. Now I don't know if it's gonna
Yeah.
in full screen mode. Oh, because I'm in full screen mode, maybe that's why it's not showing. So let me go out of full screen mode, see if that comes up now.
Oh, we got a lot of. Let me see.
No, still don't come up. All right, well.
Okay,
Listen,
let's see
I'm
here.
not computer savvy. Oh yeah, Jeff did an episode on the Montreal family and made about 5 mistakes mentioning wrong names. What an amateur! With no surprise there.
No, I don't know how. Well, Gene's. I don't know. I
Yeah.
can't be a phony with somebody. I'm sorry.
No.
So,
I know
yeah.
how it is. Oh yeah, most people like them. I think. Oh, just boys. Yeah, most people like them. I don't know who he's talking about.
Neither do I. I'll give you one to read.
Okay.
Let's see.
Oh, Jeff is watching and commenting on this show while being live on Patreon.
Patreon with Snuff.
With Snuff. Yeah,
That's all right. He could do whatever he wants.
fine. You could look just like you could
He's
give
a
a
hater.
comment. I don't care.
He's a little guy. He's a little portly guy.
Yeah.
Camilla says,
Hey,
what did I miss? Why does Dom hate Hippy? Dom hates Hippy because Hippy labeled me as a rat back in the day. Hippy's a stone cold punk. I ran into him on 2 occasions, told him, come on.
Right.
Let's go outside. Because all he said, he's at the counter, he said, Dom, why? Why? I'm like, come outside, I'll tell you. Let's go outside. No. Said no. I don't like him. And then he plotted with that Dominic DeLucia.
Right. We don't even know that guy.
To get me to clip me, actually. Dominic was coming down here. That Dominic's father lives in Orlando. Say, how would I know that?
Yeah, exactly.
How would I know that?
But you see, Camilla, the whole thing is I'm going to add to that.
And excuse me, Joe, and I got that from a Bonanno.
See that?
A Bonanno. How would I know that?
And go ahead, Dominic, again.
And it was confirmed by the police.
See, but that's why I try to say, Camilla, I'm going to add to that, just like I said. Sorry for interrupting Dominic before, but the whole thing is, you see, we still gave Hippy his props for doing his time. Like him, he stood up, he did his thing. Right. I don't know if he did it like a man doing the heroin and everything, but he still did his time. You can't take that away from him. But Dominic can show that he's a punk. Twice he never came outside with him. Why?
No, and here's Louis and Ernie's.
Oh, Louis and Ernie, yeah. We used to go there for pizza. They were good people.
No, I liked it.
Yeah, they were nice people in there. Hippy and me back in 1984. Nicholas. Okay.
Nicholas, we have to know each other. Nicholas. Yeah, that's when Hippy had his blue 4-door Lincoln Continental with the white fake convertible top. That's the car where we got stopped. He did a California roll through the stop sign. They found the gun in the car.
Wow.
Let's see. Let's see what Anthony. Just another Tony. What name is he under? I have no idea.
What that means, yeah.
Yeah. What does this say?
Ryan Brown, he must be a bad shot. Didn't Hippy shoot one of the Tanglewood boys and missed him 14 times?
No, he shot him 10 times.
Right.
And he hit it. He did hit him.
Okay.
I think the leg, all over the body. But I think it was full caliber 22.
Yeah. Well, didn't they also didn't they do a thing and they said they killed somebody, but it was like over a Russian roulette thing, they said it was?
Oh, that was his friend. They were all in the cabin upstate.
Yes.
Michael. I forgot his name. Really nice guy. The parents were doctors.
Mm-hmm.
And they said he killed himself playing Russian roulette.
Yeah. How true that is, I don't know. I wasn't there.
Listen, the kid had everything. Yeah, I don't believe that.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't believe that. So. I forgot about that.
Yes, I remind you a few things once in a while. Hey, just another Tony. Oh, he lives on Patreon with Snuff and talking about this show and other stuff. That's okay. Give us more views that way.
Look at him. Do you ever see him? You see when he got close up eating, like he looks like an Oompa. Yeah. The only thing is he's not purple. He does.
Listen, I've seen a lot of tough guys in prison when, like in jail, they used to check themselves in the box when they got scared. This guy checks himself into a mental hospital when he got scared. So what's the difference?
Joe, do you know how Hippy got his name, his nickname?
No,
Yeah, neither do I.
no, never knew.
Somebody said it, but I forgot. We have Patrick. Let's see, Patrick. So, did he get his name Hippy?
So how did Hippy get his name to begin with?
Yeah, I don't.
Good question. I don't know.
Yeah,
I might
somebody
have heard
knows on here.
Yeah, somebody will come on again and say.
Oh, Nicholas, do you know how he got his name? Nicholas might know.
Okay. Yeah, I'm curious. But didn't he go out with Wahoo's
No, who's this from? Sin.
Philly Bob? Oh, Cynthia. Philly Bob. They called him Hippy because he was always strapped.
No. He was Hippy before then. He was. I knew him as Hippy, and he wasn't strapped back then.
Mm-hmm.
So, the first time he was strapped, matter of fact, I knew they didn't have guns. I sold Sally Locker and him a machine gun.
Oh,
a 9mm machine gun. They thought it was automatic. I'm like, no, it's not automatic. It's semi-auto. You know, but it was a 9mm machine gun. I sold them. I think I paid $3 something for it. I sold it to them for $1,500. Back in the day. Listen, you couldn't get them.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't believe Joe Barone would kill anything. All right. Don't believe it. You don't have to kill. But I'll tell you one thing. He was coming with me on the hit.
That's for sure.
So, he didn't kill anybody yet. He, never killed anybody. There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
So.
When Gravesend, call Dom the Rocket Man because we are going to the moon, baby.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's right. OCN.
That's
OCN.
Right.
Folks, I'm sorry with my energy tonight because I left Naples at 2:30 in the morning, got home 6:30, and I haven't stopped. So I'm whooped. I'm whooped.
Everything turned out good though with all the whole trip and everything, Dominic?
Yeah.
Good. Ryan Brown, Dom, I heard Vinny owned a video store in the Bronx, I think. Where was it?
It was somewhere on Tremont. Yes, he did own a video store. I forgot the name. He had a Blimpies on Tremont. He had the Italian restaurant, I think Bella Mafia on Tremont. Hello, Gorgeous. Those were his locations. And then they had Ice Capades, the ice store, which turned into Uncle Luigi's. And then he had the florist over there as well on the corner.
And what do you call Anthony Farino's brother, not Jerry.
Farino.
Yeah, Farino. Yeah, there's another one that had another video store on Morris Park.
Jerry?
Yeah, Jerry. That's it.
Right.
No, not Jerry.
Jerry had the jewelry store. Then the other guy did insurance. What was his name? Anthony, Jerry, and Johnny.
Johnny was a good guy too. I like Johnny.
They all are.
Yeah, they were all good guys. Yeah.
But Jerry tries that wise guy part, I
know.
Never underestimating anybody though.
No. But he was going to get robbed. I was with a few guys on my first bid, and they told me they were going to rob him. I said, "You know who he was connected with, right?" They said, "We knew, but we didn't care." I said, "All right."
Camelo, Dom owns a piece of a strip club in South Jersey, and I don't own it.
Mm-hmm.
I was joking, but I know the owners there. So Hippy, stay out. Stay out. Stay away. Folks, I had the Penthouse Club around me. Penthouse Club and then Scores. They were owned by Bob Gantz, who owned Metropolitan Lumber. Do you know I never took a penny, not 1 cent out? The only condition was, now in these joints, you had to walk in suited up, shirt, tie, or just sports jacket, open collar.
Classy.
You couldn't walk in like this with this type of T-shirt. Definitely no hats. So the conditions I had, I could wear a hat. I could come in sweats. And that VIP table, I don't care who's sitting there, I want it. So somebody's there, I don't care who it is, kick them out. Okay. And the third was, I pay all my bills. And that was it. They had my protection. I got locked up. I think it was Sonny Franchise. Wound up getting money from them, and he wound up catching, I think it was Sonny. I think it was Sonny who went in there and wound up getting the case. He took $100,000. By that time I was out, but I just didn't believe. And even till this day, I would never take any money from legal establishments. Now, if their numbers are doing there, lending money, Now you're doing street activity. That's when you take.
Hmm.
But those owners, they just run the places like the one in South Jersey. They have a gold mine.
Mm-hmm.
So why would they do anything illegal? They're not going to. So to have somebody like Hippy going and strong arm them, it's not going to happen, Hippy. Hippy, forget about it. Stay in the Bronx, do your heroin, go down to Hunts Point, pick up your packages. You're crazy. What type of heroin? Blue Thunder. Get Vinny. Look
Blue
at
Thunder,
Vinny.
yeah.
Blue Thunder.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of people don't even realize. Somebody asked me once before. They said, "How much money did you kick up to Dominic?" And I said, Dominic never took money from me, never taxed me, never did anything. And I was loaning money in the street, from here and there.
No, I'm not. Listen, if you're my friend, I'm not going to.
Yep.
It's just not my style.
No. But we had a lot of fun when we went out to eat, though. And when you picked up the tab, a lot of times you said, "Oh, excuse me," I said, "I'm going to the restroom," and then.
See, folks, that's the way I roll.
Yeah.
I never did it in front of people, especially if it's a big tab and I have to pull out cash.
Yeah. I
would say I'm going to the bathroom, pull them aside, and pay it.
Yeah, because I went to go see the person on the side, and they said it was taken care of already. And then I looked at Dominic, and Dominic went, "Hey."
Vincent Mueller, when the Secret Service called me, the agent said, "Can I speak to Vincent Mueller?" I said, "Speaking. Whom seek ya?" The Last Trump, Godfather 3, Vinny, NWO. I have no idea what you just said, but more power to you.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
No.
Okay.
I don't know a lot of these abbreviations. I'm still old-fashioned.
Yeah, me too. Big Arms. You see, my boy changed his name.
I like it.
Big Arm. Dom, did you have a family? Did you have any families in the mob, or were you just the first one in your family? There was actually a Tommy. He was out in Long Island, garbage business. I met him. They said he was straightened out, but I don't know if he was or wasn't. So let's say he was, then I was the next one. My father wasn't straightened out. My uncle wasn't straightened out. But that was it.
They had connections.
Oh, yeah. They were around people.
Yeah.
Lucchese's.
Yep.
Anthony Bouat was my uncle's guy.
Right. Hey, I took care of that thing for you.
Yes. Yeah, and Goodfellas.
Yep.
Dom, what's the name of a Jewish charity you're donating the Crypto Nostra funds to? Wherever Mr. Rabbi Yehuda Kaplan instructs me, that's where it's going to. He represents, we're waiting for him to go through his confirmation for ambassador for anti-Semitism. So he told me, actually, I probably have to get with him next week, see where he wants the checks written out to. And I'm sure there'll be press out there, shooting it when I give him the checks. But that's
what
where
a nice
it's going.
guy. Nice guy, Yehuda, too.
Yeah. Listen. Yehuda's the type of guy who believes in people. He always believed in me. I go back with him 30 years.
Yeah.
At one time, somebody tried shaking him down, going into him. And it was just a friend. And I wasn't having it. Yehuda came grateful, like, "Dom, thank you. Like, what can I do for you?" Nothing. I just don't like that. I don't like when people bully. And Yehuda's, his family, I mean, we're very, very close. I actually had 1,000 hours community service. I did for a whole bunch of different rabbis throughout the state of Florida.
Wow. Okay, cool.
So I'm very tight with the Jewish community. And that's it. I mean, he's a great guy. He believed in me. And and he helped me. That story's coming out soon.
Yep.
Netanyahu's dragging the U.S. into New Iraq 2.0. WMD all over again. No, you know what, folks?
Yeah.
We need to help him. We need to help them. Trump wanted them to stop their nuclear program. They're not stopping it. So you know what? Israel went in there, took out everything that they could get to. They can't get to the underground nuclear facility, so that's where we come in. And Trump was going to do this regardless, especially with Iran. If they didn't comply with the sanctions he wants to put on them, Trump knows they're weeks, months away from actually producing plutonium that's nuclear grade. So he's going to do what he has to do for this country, for the world. They're erratic out there. They shouldn't have it. Look what they're doing. They're bombing Israel, civilians, homes, hospitals.
Yeah.
Israel's attacking their silos, their rocket launches, their military bases.
Not their people.
Not people. Not in cities, not in towns, not hospitals. These people are out of their minds. They need to be stopped. They need to be stopped.
If you don't mind if I jump in there for a second, do you remember when they were bombing the other people that were bombing them too? Because they have proxies all around them from Iran. And what did they do? They gave letters, please stay in your home, stay off to certain places because we're going to be bombing. And these people use regular civilians as shields. That's number one. Number two is, remember one thing, just look at it like this. Iran is a bully. You got to take the bully out so that the rest of them fall into place. It's just the way it goes.
Yeah.
So that's
just take out the facilities. That's all.
Set
them back where they can't do it, and that's it.
That's it. Put them back to the Stone Age. That's all.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Yeah. All-Star Sports Picks. I have a feeling Iran has stuff we don't know about. Have to be careful here.
I agree with that too.
Absolutely.
I agree with that too.
I never underestimate anybody. You know what I'm saying? Hey, stupid. It's been a week for the last 40 years for Iran having a nuke. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what? People like you,
I know.
Smart people, intelligent.
That's right.
Leave it like that.
Yeah, there you go.
Go ahead. We have an advertisement.
Hey,
here.
Vincent, 36 Fifth Avenue, Quebec Cigars LLC, the Columbia Room, contracting and collections, open for business. Godfather 3, Vincent NWO. What the heck does NWO mean?
Yeah, tell us what NWO means. Please.
Yeah, please, Vincent.
Cynthia, All-Star, I agree. There we go. Hey, Ron John, what's up? Big Dom, you would laugh. Nadeau did an episode with Leonardo Rizzuto, Arrest in Canada, and he basically read word for word from Wikipedia. You know what? I'm going to do a story on that tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, that's.
If I have the time, because I want to make sure I'm accurate when I speak. I told you, he's a he plagiarizes. That's all he does. He plagiarizes. He doesn't know anything.
Can't come up with his own stories. We were there. He reads about us and then tells stories. Did
you have any family in the mob, or were you? I read that already.
Yeah.
I don't know how it snuck back in, but let's go down.
Where's our man German? Where is he?
German's drinking some EG. Dom, any updates on Dubai? No. Actually, I spoke to them today. The UK funds didn't hit. They're supposed to hit first. Once they hit, then we're the next in line. Dom, is it true Vinny Gorgeous was Big Trin's driver back in the day? Yes, he was. Why didn't him and Bruno seek revenge on the three capos? Well, at that time, Vinny wasn't straightened out. Bruno? I don't know. I don't know.
That's a good question, though.
Yeah.
Really good question.
Hey, Guy, what's up? Did you ever know Guy Pedotto?
No.
Okay.
No.
Vinny's store on Tremont, Blimpie's Sandwich Shop. Guy, do you remember his the name of his video store, though? The name of his video store. And was driving the SL 500. He had two of them.
Mm-hmm.
He gave me the car. I get rid of it. He had two of them, Guy, two SLs. I know that because Ernie told me. Because he was bothering me, Vinny, with all the cars I had. So I was telling Ernie. So Ernie's like, bother you? Go get another car. Like Ernie's breaking balls. Go get another car and then tell him he had two Mercedes 500 convertibles. Like that was okay? Just get it, he told me.
Didn't he have a CL 500 too, like the one I had?
Yeah, later on.
Later on, yeah.
Yeah, and his wife had an Angela, the black one.
Yep.
Dom, do you think Gene's Rolex watches are legit he's selling? I don't see why not.
Yeah.
So Vinny Basciano is on the famous wedding picture with the capos. Yes, he is. Yeah, he's on that famous picture. Yes, he is. But he wasn't made back then.
Wasn't he standing next to Big Trin then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Dom, how did Gene Borello get away with robbing May guys without repercussions? Did the Mafia fear Ronnie and Vinny Asaro? Ronnie. I liked Ronnie. Vinny Asaro I never met. Again, we go back and forth, Gene and myself. He was shelved. Gene says, no. I'm telling you, he was shelved. What Vinny Asaro told Gene might be a different story. But I was never introduced to him because he was shelved. Jerry Asaro, great guy. Ronnie Gialonzo, I liked him a lot. And yes, he had a tough crew around him. And I got that from Ace. But he's, you know what, folks, when you're hanging out and they know you have a reputation that you're tough, there's a level of respect, right, Joe? Like,
100%.
they know when you have killers in a room, there's a level of respect. They know each other. And we don't look at, oh my God, he's a killer, I'm afraid.
No,
they're out. It's just normal. It's normal. Actually, we have really good times when stuff like that.
Well, because it seems to be more even out, like, you know, because we all know what everybody's capable of, and it's just a nice, when we get together, it's really nice. Yeah. And don't forget, stuff to us is normal. It ain't normal to a lot of regular people out there. They don't understand that. Look, Ace was one of the toughest guys around us at that time. I mean, you know, and a good guy too. A really good guy.
Big arms. Dom, did you flip around the same time? And when did you catch up again? Oh, with Joe? No, Joe was cooperating for
long before that.
out there.
Yeah.
No, actually, when I did flip, I sent for Joe to come see me in Putnam County. He came and see me, and the fucker didn't even tell me. He didn't even come clean.
I was not stupid. I
would have came. I would have jumped across that little. I would have definitely jumped across the table.
100%. I'm not stupid, so I said, I just listened to what you told me. I went, wow, you know. But I was interested. It was a pretty.
I'm surprised you didn't say, Dom. Well, I got something to tell you.
Yeah, don't laugh. It was on the tip of my tongue because I, but I was like, I figured I'll leave it for a later date.
Tony, hey, my man, Big Dom, how you doing, brother? Happy Father's Day. Yes, miss you too that day. Thank you, Tony. Happy Father's Day to you as well. Ryan Brown, we have. Good, you can read that.
Dom, did you know Anthony Tony Cole Colangelo? He was close to Big Trin, and I think Vinny Basciano. Vinny was suspected of whacking him.
No, I never met Tony, Anthony, but I know Vinny would take care of his wife take care of his wife, give her an envelope, I think every other week, make sure she was well taken care of. So, Anna, good to see you. Anna, you're on punishment, Anna. You're coming on now, 58 minutes late. Well, that says 5:48. You're 48 minutes late, Anna. That's it. You're on punishment. You are punished. Put Anna in timeout, Cynthia. No.
Well, but didn't Vinny do a lot of things like that if he saw a woman that he knew in the
he would take, and he was close with Tony. I mean, Anthony was his mentor in a way with the number spots, but Vinny wound up getting all, after they clipped him, Vinny had all his number locations.
So he'd do the right thing.
Philly D, do you guys know anyone who is an owner or manager of a car dealership in the Bronx or Westchester area? My son is great with people and cars and looking to be a service advisor. Send them to Acura of Westchester. Tell them Dominic Cicali sent them.
That's it.
Now he'll get clipped.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, don't do that. Well, I heard I
don't want to talk about them.
Okay, yeah, all right. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, nothing up there. We do know, but it won't be a good recommendation.
No.
So let me see.
Who else we got out there? Dom, Big Arms. Dom, make Barone write a book. Oh, God, I wish, something, if I could get to write the book. Thank you, Big Arms. Dominic could be right there with me. I'm happy with it. Yep. Hi, Patrick Flaherty. Nice Italian name. Dom or Joe, did you know a guy named Dave Marticello? owned
Monticello's right.
Monticello Construction that built the garage at the Taj Mahal from my city of Philly, but got that contract through New York.
No, I don't know him. Well, if he built the Taj Mahal, he got screwed when Trump screwed everybody with the payment. Wound up paying 10 cents on a dollar.
Didn't he claim bankruptcy or something back then?
Yeah. Dom, 1986, we're at restaurant. What's that? Pompelo's?
Pompello.
Party nights. The Colombians on the El Bure Avenue. Was a big fight. You hit the kid with a hockey stick. You remember that? Walter Costa smacked
the kid Zariga from Zariga Avenue.
Yeah, no, I don't remember that.
Can you remember every fight, Dom? I can't.
I hit a kid with hockey. No, guy. Listen, I had too many altercations.
We can't remember them all.
Nicholas is back. Let's see.
Joe Burrow, meaning Joe Barone. How are you?
Yeah.
Did you hang out with Billy Schaefer and Tony Gasparini after seeing a picture of you with the long hair? I kind of put them up at Gary's or Billy Schaefer. I know Billy Schaefer.
The name sounds familiar.
Yeah. And Tony Gasparini. I think I did, Nicholas. Yeah. That sounds very familiar. I'm a little messed up, but thank you for that.
Snake, always great content. Joe and Dom team up. Thank you, Snake.
Thanks, Snake. Appreciate it.
Guys, check out Joe's podcast, The Sicali Files. Now, the Goodfella podcast. Are we shooting live Monday?
Yes. Yep.
We're shooting live on Monday. Yep. What time?
5 o'clock your time.
Oh, so I can't come on. Oh, you got me. You fucker. Give me five. Give me five. Oh, you dirty dog. Folks, Joe just pulled the okie doke on me. He says, Dom, I'm setting up a show. You'll come on Monday? I said, absolutely. And I think I suggested, why don't we get Gene, the three of us?
Yeah.
Yep. He says, yeah. I figured 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock. He got me at 5 o'clock. You're good. So live at 5, Joe Barone show, the Goodfella podcast Monday. Be there. And I'll announce it on Sunday. I'll do a show Sunday.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I like that. You got me.
Yeah. Hey, once in a while, I got to do something.
I like that.
Thanks.
I came down from New Jerusalem. F Trump. Okay.
All right. Everybody's entitled to their opinion.
Your opinion, yep. Just another Tony. I respect your opinion, Dom, but Israel also attacks hospitals in Gaza and blocking food. What happened to the Americans first to double standards? Listen, we could go back and forth debate, and I respect your opinions, respect mine, but I think we need to step up and help them out and take out those silos. I call them silos, those bunkers that have those petroleum down there.
Yeah. Big Dom, when are we going to see Anna Marie and Cynthia on your show? I vote yes. Everyone vote. Yeah. Well, you should do a fan of the month or something club or something or whatever.
Well, right now, is Anna still on? Anna, you still on? Wow. I missed a lot. Anna's on. Let's see. You both need to film the Trans Am and ride around like Miami Vice.
Oh,
okay.
I'd love
I'm
to.
Crockett. You could be Tubbs.
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay. Hey, I'll come down and do it with you. I love that Trans Am. But you look really good in that car, though.
It was nice. Nice.
It was so professionally done. It really looked. It came out.
Yeah, no, Michael's really, really good. Matter of fact, we have something in the works. Anna, we're going to try to set up that date, too. We discussed. And folks, if she can make it, because I have something else, another project Anna might be involved with. If she does come aboard that we're together, then we'll do a live. If that's all right with you, Anna.
And I'll come down. I'll shoot whatever you want, Dom.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right, folks, we're going to start wrapping it up.
Yeah.
Thank everybody. Remember, Monday, live at 5, Goodfella podcast. You're going to see Joe Barone, Gene Borello, and soft-ass Dominic Sicali. Remember, look at that. Right there we go, Dom Sicali. So
Dominic,
Yeah.
much love. I appreciate it. I'm glad to see everybody on your show. Appreciate
Yeah.
everything.
Thank you. Good night, everybody.
Much
Anna,
love
good
and
night.
respect.
Much
Yep.
love, Anna. Thank you. Susan, Wise Guy, Lee, Francisco, Cynthia, Shay. Who else we have? Ron, John, East Kid. Good night, everybody. Good night. Good night. Good night. Much love and respect.
Absolutely.
So peace out, Joe. Much love. Love you.
Love you too, Dominic. Thanks again
Talk
for
later.
everything.
Yep. Bye.
Bye-bye.